angle. Let me see. Okay, then let me start the entire story. Why did HyperHerb, weird HyperHerb guy, weird Udir guy, just randomly disappear? So first, in a preseason, I just wanted to take a 2-week break, right? Yo, Dex, thank you for the sub. I just wanted to take a 2-week break. It was like the end of the year, it was the holidays, and I just wanted to like spend these days with like my family instead of like streaming preseason. So I just took like 2 weeks off and did that. I basically wanted to stream as soon as the season started again. I don't know if that was 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's like a couple of months ago now. But anyways, that was like the start of the downfall of my stream. Then, around when the season started, actually, my landlord called in. She said, Schemo, you probably have to move out because I want to use this apartment for personal usage. So I was like, fuck. I have to move out of my apartment I've been living in for 3 years. And finding an apartment in my city is extremely difficult. Okay. Not only like before Corona, before like all this shit happened, my city had like an apartment shortage. And now Corona happened. We have the Ukraine and Russia conflict where we get like a lot of refugees, especially in my city. And in my country, there's this law, or maybe in my county of Germany, there's this law where the people who are like seeking refuge get the apartments first. So if like, let's say I would apply to an apartment, going to visit the apartment, and there's like a Ukrainian couple that also wants the apartment, there's almost no chance for me to ever get this apartment. It's almost zero. Because they will always get the apartment first. Right? So it's like, it's literally like the biggest fucking 1% crit chance to get an apartment that is halfway decent in my city. So I've been literally struggling with that for 1.5 months. After 1.5 months, that was like January, right? Until like mid to deep February. All of a sudden, my fucking internet goes out. Well, what do you do if your internet doesn't work? Of course, first you replug your router. And if that doesn't work, then you know you're in deep shit. So I called my internet provider. My internet provider told me that they will send somebody out. They sent somebody out like 2 or 3 days later because, mind you, all this happens over like Carnival, which in my city is an insanely important week when it comes to like, well, basically everybody's just drunk for an entire week in my city and nothing works. Nobody comes anywhere or fixes anything. Like everything is super delayed, basically. Everybody's just drunk. And he says he can't fix it because it has something to do with the connection from my apartment to the basement, and they have nothing to do with that, basically, with this cable. They only fix anything that comes outside of the apartment or inside of the apartment. So this is the one part they couldn't fix. They told me to call my landlord. I called my landlord. My landlord tells me she doesn't fix that either. Okay, I'm diffused. I'm confused. What the fuck is going on? My landlord tells me though, mind you, when she told me in January that I have to move out, she said 3 months. My landlord all of a sudden says, yeah, it's not that urgent. I can just look for an apartment, and as soon as I find an apartment, then I can move out. There's like no actual like thing where I just have to move out in 3 months. And I'm like, okay, fuck, I could have streamed this entire time if I knew that. And basically, she told me that why this problem with the internet was going on, and I was calling her. And it turns out the internet issue was somebody physically cutting the cables that go from the basement to the apartments. The whole apartment building was griefed. Somebody actually did that. And mind you, again, remember it's Carnival, which means that either this person is really evil or it was just a random incident. But somebody cut the cables, and over Carnival, our internet being fixed could take up to 2 weeks, which it ultimately almost did take for me, I think. It was like a week and a half. So I'm calling everybody, man. I'm calling the house management. I'm calling the internet provider a million times. I'm even calling the fucking janitor. And by the way, funnily enough, the janitor was the only person that gave me half decent information. All these like management provider, they all said some random shit every time I called. So an electrician was supposed to come to my apartment building and fix the internet cable for everybody. Apparently, most of the internet providers who came that day fixed the cable for their client, right? They just fixed the cable for the client, which my internet provider said he couldn't do. The electrician comes, he sees most of the cables are connected, so he literally assumes all of the cables are connected and just leaves. He didn't even connect another cable. He just saw most of them are connected and he just ditched. He was like, okay, it's Carnival, man. I CBA, I want to drink with the boys. Like, I'm out of here. So it happens to be that my cable was the only cable that was not fixed on my level. The rest all got connected indirectly. My cable, because I'm the only person with this internet provider on this level of the apartment building, my cable didn't get fixed. So I'm in deep shit now. Electrician is fucking gone drinking with the boys. Give me VIP back. I'm on a new account. I will in a second. So that's fucky. I call my internet provider again. I call the janitor. I do the entire spiel again. I call everybody again, right? And they wanted to send out an electrician. But I said, man, what if the electrician comes here and trolls again? I'm gonna also call the internet provider and let them send a technician here too. The technician comes the second time and he just randomly fixes my internet. All of a sudden they can fix the cable. He didn't even say anything. He just said, oh, where's the cable? I can fix it. And that's that. But the shitstorm 2023 is not over yet for me, man. The day the fucking internet provider guy fixed my cable, I had this weird fatigue the entire day. I felt extremely fatigued. Well, turns out this fatigueness actually turned into a major tonsil infection, which basically disabled me until now. Oof. And now we are here. This is the update of shit. But I also want to like talk about what I have planned for this year and what is gonna change this year when it comes to content and streaming schedules and shit like this. So I still gotta move, guys. This is the first thing I want to talk about. I still got to move, which means that sometime this year I'm not gonna stream until my internet is fixed and I'm positioned well in my new apartment. This is gonna happen this year. At some point, I'm gonna move and I'm not gonna stream for like a week or something, but you guys are gonna know about that when this happens. Also, I'm gonna start work this year, which means that I'm unsure about the streaming schedule. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how I will stream. It will probably be like, I don't know, from 16 to like sleepy time. It's probably gonna be my sleep schedule. My stream schedule. And then at the end of the year, I will pause work and go back uni, which is not that bad. That's actually better for streaming, because I'm gonna have more time when I study again. Just the weekends? No, I'm running out of money, man. I gotta fucking work. I had some cash. I was chilling on some cash, but hey, that's done, bro. The chilling is done. I actually got to work now, man. That is for schedule talk. I also want to talk about content real quick. So this year, I really want to do way more variety. I want to do like horror games, co-op games, shit like this. Shit a lot of people don't really care for on my channel. I get that. A lot of people don't give a shit about variety. I also will have a new YouTube channel focusing on variety. And I want to do a YouTube channel with Henge, where me and Henge basically review games as co-op games. So we want to like, instead of just reviewing a game, we want to do a co-op review where both of us give like our opinion on a game when it comes to the co-op aspect. With that being said, League doesn't go anywhere. It's still going to be on the channel. And yeah, that is basically the update. Guys, say hello to YouTube. This goes on YouTube. Thank you for not griefing me with the channel points. Very, very good. I mean, thank God that Bartu had a new fucking Twitch channel, because this would have been terrible if Bartu had the channel points still. Alright, that's it. YouTube, you stay cozy and warm. We will still do content on YouTube for sure. Chat says hi. It's the end of the video. Bye bye, YouTube.